All right, well, let's bring out Demorge.
Demorge Brown. Demorge Brown.
Hey, whatever happened to the fucking Little Cuties?
They're here.
Oh.
They're here.
God damn it.
Have we forgotten somebody?
Well, we forgot the guests that we had tonight. But
shit!
In my defense, they were not here when I took the stage, so I kind of forgot about them.
Yeah, but they're right here. They're right there. They've been there.
Well, let's Demorge, there's two of them, so...
I would gladly go back to have them come out. No, I'm telling you right now.
I know that David Horowitz is one, but I'm not sure.
They're very good friends of mine.
We got to talk to the Little Cuties, because there's people here.
Boy.
Demorge will be right back.
No.
Don't worry about it. Are they not... Where are they down the street?
No, they're right back there.
I can see them.
Right there.
Okay. Please welcome Dave Horowitz and Sean Perlman.
Yeah, Demorge! We kicked him off. I'm so sorry, guys.
Well,
we got here like 8:04.
Right.
I hope you didn't think we weren't here. We were here. We heard the whole show.
Well,
a lot of jizz talk.
Yeah.
Okay,
X-Files.
what were they talking about at 8:04?
I'll read the minutes now.
Yeah. I took
on Elm
notes.
Street.
Elm Street 2.
They were here.
Yeah.
Then we were hoping you'd bring up Dream Warriors, which you did.
Yeah.
That's my favorite one.
I'm very sorry, but I don't feel as bad because you weren't here. It evens out. I'm not mad that you weren't here. It just allows me to not feel as bad as I should for forgetting to bring you up.
This is good. It's positive.
Yeah. We're at a
Not as mad as a positive.
No, it's totally good. He's neutral, right?
Yeah, neutral. I'm at a 0 in terms of my relationship to them.
Right.
My nervous system's at a 6. I'm fucking on edge.
It didn't help or hurt your nervousness.
I did want to I wanted to read some of Sean Perlman's tweets, but no, just go to Sean Perlman's Twitter. It's funny. What is your handle? He's one of those funny tweeters.
Sean, what's the handle so that we can
It's
find
Sean Perl, SHAWN, Perlman, as Pearl as an oyster, Pearl, and man. My name.
It was so much more confusing than it had.
Sean,
sounds like you're on a terrible date. Yeah. As in man, my name.
Gender, and also what I...
Dan, what makes Sean's tweets so special to you?
I don't want to butcher his jokes, but he said one of them was like, "I'm really into religious texts recently. Like this one I got at 2 a.m. from my priest that said, 'You up?'"
Now I know how that's going to go out on stage.
That'll work.
That's a good one. Yeah. Religious texts. We've had that phrase forever. I've never connected those dots. And also a little anti-Catholic like subversion in there too.
I didn't even pick up on that.
Yeah, finally, we're giving it to those guys.
Oh, I don't want to cause controversy. I'm going to delete it now, probably.
It's a Catholic show, but we're more Jesuit, so we're open to. So you guys have a podcast called The Little Cuties.
Yeah, here on Feral Audio. Let's hear it for Dustin Marshall. Dustin Marshall!
Dustin!
What do the Little Cuties do?
The Little Cuties...
What do the Little Cuties not do is more my question.
Answer mine first.
They...
You answer...
Okay, well, they do not behave like adults a lot of the time.
Not yet. So maybe if they wear button-down shirts, they also come to this show on a giant cocktail of cold medicine, which I am on.
Yeah, you sound like you got a cold.
Sick right now,
which is fine, but also, maybe our eating habits aren't super adults. One time I ate Sean's 3-week-old birthday cake for dinner. That's just like... the kind of
That's
stuff
so many mistakes in one.
Yeah. It's just 2.
Cake for dinner, 3 weeks old.
Yeah.
My birthday cake,
It's his
which I
birthday.
was saving for 3 weeks to fucking eat.
And you told me, please don't. There was a sign that said, Dave,
just
don't eat this cake. This is you. I'm talking to you, Dave Horowitz.
He was bound and gagged as he was eating my birthday cake, just, laughing at my face.
Part of that story is made up.
The thing I would be most excited to talk to you guys about, but we can't because it's like we had dinner and because I have a studio and we talked about that idea, but we want to make it into a cartoon, so we can't talk about it. Why did I bring it up?
I don't know.
What do you guys do on the podcast? What do you guys talk about on the podcast?
We talk about regret. We have a lot of regrets as 2 men. Yeah. We talk about we're both 32 years of age, how we're both trying, to maybe act a little bit more adult. We've reached a point in our
adults.
We've reached a point in our life where we can't get away with quite as much anymore. We still feel like little babies, but we're not. People expect more of us, so we're just trying to be better human beings. And so we invite people on who may or may not be grown up, and then we sort of ask them, "Are you an adult? Or are you a little cutie?" Which we could posit to the group.
It took us a few episodes to actually solidify the definition of little cuties. So, right? Isn't that true?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. But then we got there. I basically was trying to make it a big, all-encompassing life philosophy, which I realized 3 episodes in I wasn't smart enough to do. So it was just
I wasn't even included in that. So I felt like,
Then somewhere on the 4th episode, we went to a stand-up show and we got into a big fight. It was like a stand-up versus
with each other.
Fight. Yeah. We went to a big fight and just had like this big, long drawn-out thing in the back of like a brewery where there was a stand-up show, and we realized like this isn't worth it. It's not worth it to fight. It's
was
not
there
worth
a real fight? Like not fist fight, a real emotional like. Dust up?
It was the worst fight we've ever had.
But it was also the only fight we've ever had.
How long have you guys known each other?
7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
And we've been common law married for 6, right? Is that true? No, he's nervous.
Is little cuties, the word little cuties, is that something is that a joke you've been called in the past? Like, oh, you little cutie?
Yeah, a friend of mine used to kind of make fun of me a little bit, good-naturedly, but anytime I would show up to a party in like a sweater or a button-down shirt or just anything that kind of was me trying to look a little bit older or act a little bit older, she would just look at me and go, look at you, you little cutie in your little sweater. Look at you. What is that? A button-down shirt with a sweater over it? Oh my God. And I was like, well, what does that mean? What? I'm not allowed to be an adult? And she's like, you're just such a little cutie. And I realized like, oh, I can't, I'm like wearing the disguise of an adult, but
yeah, but I would say that you would also like, because I've known you for a little while, that you might be a successful 65, 75, 85-year-old gentleman that with like loads of a giant.
No, he's 32.
Oh shit! Oh
Sorry,
my God.
he probably gets that a lot.
I'm saying like, as your life goes on, you might be a successful man. And people still go, that's a little cutie. Like that might just be something essentially who you both might be. Like you might be eternal little cuties, which is one of the greatest things that you might be.
Somebody odd, which is the kind of thing we're going for, which is good.
It's an inside job.
Yeah, if we can sneak a couple of those through.
We sort of wanted the aesthetic of like the Muppet Babies, where we're like on these little bodies and we're looking up at legs, opening the door and catching us do mischief.
Yeah, but our mischief is like not knowing how to text a girl back or freaking out over a job.
I understand. I should have consumed the material before we talked about your material on the show, but I don't understand the format. Is it a podcast? Are you guys in front of a microphone talking about the stuff?
Oh, we should get microphones.
Is it a fictional narrative?
It's a live podcast, and it's gone once they stop talking.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, we do it at Griffith.
When the clock runs out, then we're done.
Yeah. We do it at Griffith Park at midnight. No, we usually.
You little cuties.
Yeah. See. No, yeah. We maybe if you don't understand the format, it's because we're not super locked into one yet. We've only had 12 episodes. We've had a couple of guests. We just kind of have a free-flowing interview with a guest we bring on. The first 20 or so minutes, we get to know our guests. We get to see like what kind of behavior makes up their life, if they consider themselves an adult, what kind of behavior they exhibit. If we have some arbitrary like, do you live alone, or do you have a long-term partner? Do you have a stable employment?
So far, only one person is identified as an adult.
One person just said, "Oh yeah, I'm totally an adult."
Who was it?
Amir Blumenfeld.
Okay.
Jake and Amir.
I would not have thought of him as an adult.
But he's very confident. We were like, "You're anxious and weird like us, right?" And he's like, "No, I got everything under control." And we're like, "Oh, okay, got it."
Kumail, do you feel like an adult or a little cutie?
I don't know if I'm committing myself to that term.
It might feel good if you say it. Pretty sure it's not going to feel good.
I feel like a big fat mountain of tits.
That is the third option we have.
You forgot to mention that. Yeah.
I was gonna suggest you add that because I guess I'm a baby in the sense that I'm a big fucking
That's on the secret
slobby
menu. And
gross.
The secret menu. Spencer, do you feel like an adult?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah,
you do?
Confidently?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, you guys. I think of myself as like
a kid when I'm not paying attention. You know, like I see a couple kids and I'm like, oh, check out those kids. I'm 27. You know? We're not both kids together.
You mean you see kids and you identify with them and you go, yeah, these are my people.
Yeah, they're not going to arrest me for smoking pot. They're not going to call the cops.
How old is a kid in your mind, though? Like, if you said I'm looking at a kid, how old is that kid?
Straight 14. I'm like, we're on the same level.
So then you're a little cutie. You're not in.
Well, that's when I'm not paying attention. But otherwise, I just feel like, it's not like I'm not going around my life like being childish. I'm not super up on how how mortgages work or what a credit limit is or stuff like that. But
do you know what your credit score is?
It happens to be 750.
You're an adult.
Whoa,
You're an adult.
nice.
He's an adult.
That's nice, dude.
Is that good? That's good.
750 is it's a good solid score.
No,
Mine was in the 500s.
Oh man, yeah.
I don't think it is anymore, but it was.
Yeah, mine's not 750. That's from a commercial I saw.
You little cutie.
You're a little cutie.
You're a little fucking
It's like
cutie.
that.
Okay, well,
it's
so
like that joke though. You might be a redneck. You might be a little cutie.
If you don't know your own credit score, you might be a little cutie.
If you got your credit score from a commercial, you might.
Yeah. If you see a 14-year-old and you're like, that's like me, you might be a little cutie.
Now, David and Sean, are you guys using this to strive to be adults, or do you want to remain little cuties? Are you asking the universe whether or not it's a this or that kind of situation?
We hope that there's like an arc to our podcast that over time will become, we'll graduate as adults in the final episode.
I feel like we've already made strides. When we started it, I was a sad, unemployed man and just a beaten down old soul. Now I'm employed. I'm in a healthy, wonderful relationship. I bought these shoes.
You've lost. Okay,
it's bad radio, but they're nice shoes. One person agrees.
It sounds like you're becoming an adult, but your shoes say "little cutie."
See, we're trying to confuse you a little bit.
I would say I think that you know that you. Here's my prediction. Sean stays little cutie all the way through. You turn into the Walter Matthau in this Odd Couple, and yet your shoes are always. You're always going to find a way to add on one little cutie aspect of yourself to deny yourself of your adulthood.
I think I'll just start wearing much brighter colors the more white my hair starts going. So when I'm full Steve Martin, I'll just be wearing like a clown outfit, and then all bets are off. I'll have to invent a new category. In the Mountain of Tits secret menu realm.
All right. Well, so we got. I think I have to. I was gonna say like the little cuties should come back next week or something, so we can have them be littler and more cute for a longer time with us because I fucked them over. I forgot that they existed until it was time to start playing D&D. And
we'll get out of here.
I'll say this though: of all the people that we brought on that do podcasts, some whom I know and some whom I do not, I want to listen to Little Cuties. I like this premise. So
yeah. I mean, that's the important thing. It's a feral audio podcast. Now you can start listening to it. We'll have the Little Cuties on next week or something.
What are you, Jeff? You've asked everyone. What about you?
I would say probably an adult, but that won't grow up in a certain way, but I wouldn't call those ways little cutie ways. I think that I'm kind of an eternal... okay, I'll just say adult. When I was 4, I felt 40. I'm 41 now. I feel 40. If I live to be 90, I will be a 40-year-old.
You're a little 40.
I'm a little 40.
You're a little 40. He's a little 40.
Now, like a 4-year-old that knows how to tie his own tie and I felt like an adult most of my life.
Wow, you were this the whole time. That makes so much sense. It really does. Like a little 4-year-old Jeff Davis. But we talked about this. The picture of you when you were like a kid actor. Stunning.
I was a little cutie when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I was also an adult. I was bringing home the fucking bacon.
All right, you were. King and I.
Well, let's send the little cuties to their room and bring Demorge back out.
All right, we're grounded. Thanks, guys.
We'll have you back, little cuties.
Sorry, guys. I'll make it up to you. They're little cuties. They're easy to abuse because they're little cuties.